Hello friends, welcome to my channel Nihira Techies. This is our React.js tutorial part 12. In this video, let me explain useRef hook in React. First, let me tell you what is useRef hook. The useRef is an React hook. It is used for store a mutable value without causing a re-render when it is changed. So that means in React already we have an useState hook. In useState hook, whenever value gets changed, the re-rendering will be happen. Okay. At the same time, the scenario is we have to change the value, but we need to block the re-rendering. Okay. So in this case, we can go with this useRef hook. And also we have one more use case. By using this useRef hook, we can directly interact with our DOM elements. So we can see both the use cases one by one. First, let me taking this storing value without re-rendering. Okay. By using one counter application, let me explain this concept. So let me start the implementation. So already I have an application. It's in running mode. Okay. So I'm going to take this contact screen. Okay. For the counter application, so initially I will start with one use state variable only. Okay. So later on we can convert with the useRef count, and by default we can have the value as 0, right? And then we can have one h2 element. So here we can bind our count value. Okay. And also I'm going to have three buttons. So we can give like plus, and another one is minus, and finally reset. Okay. And in the click event, we can change like +1. Similarly, in this minus time and reset time, we have to set the value as 0. Okay. So we can see in the UI side, there is some error. Okay. So if you provide like this, it will be executed for all the time. We can use the callback function. Okay. Fine. Let me format it. Now if you look at here, and the button size also too high, that we can reduce by applying some style. Okay, fine. Okay. So now if I'm clicking this one, see it is increasing and also decreasing, and also we can do the reset. Okay. Here the thing is, whenever I'm changing this value, the re-rendering will be happened. Okay, that's what we are seeing this value, and also we can verify using the use effect code. Okay. In this use effect also part of the React hook only, it will be executed whenever any rendering is happened. Okay. In this console.log, we can add this count value. Okay. Now if you look at the console side, so whenever value gets changed, this use effect hook also got executed. Okay. So now instead of this use state hook, we can use the useRef hook. Okay. For this useRef hook, defining time, we have to use let. Okay. Ref. So the initial value we can give 0. Okay. And also in our console side, we can use this ref. Okay. So now if you look at here, maybe I can clear everything. I just refreshed. Okay. So we are able to see this current as the object. Okay. Inside that we are able to see this 0. Okay. So that means in our useRef hook, the value will not directly stored. The value will be stored in this object format. Okay. Now for updating this useRef variable, I'm going to have one more button. Okay. So I'm providing ref plus, and in this function point of view, can remove this one. I just added one function. Okay, and we can define this function as well. So here we can provide like plus plus. Okay, so now let me refresh the screen. So initial value is 0. So now if I'm clicking this ref plus, nothing is happened because the re-rendering is not happened here. At the same time, if I'm clicking this plus, see, now we can see the current value was 1. Now if I'm clicking 2 times, okay, the expected value is 3. So if I'm clicking this plus, so we are able to see this 3. Okay, so our expectation is, so whenever we are clicking, the count should be happen, but it shouldn't be re-render in our UI side. Okay, at the end, once it is completed, the rendering should be happened. So in this scenario, we can use this useRef hook. So what we can do, so I'm going to command these 3 buttons. Okay, so I'm going to have one more button. Okay, so here we can say update, right? The function name is update, or else, so here we can call our set count, and we can assign the value as ref dot current value. Okay, so now let me clear everything. So we have a 2 buttons only. I just refreshed, there is no value. I'm clicking this ref 3 times, 1 2 3. See, the rendering is not happened. At the end, if I'm clicking this update, we have a value of 3. At the same time, if I'm clicking multiple times, nothing is rendered. At the end, once I click this update, the re-rendering will be happened. Okay, okay, this is the one use case. The second use case is we can directly interact with HTML elements. So let me take one input control. So after this button, we can have this input control. Okay, and we can use the style. What I am going to do is, so in the initial load itself, I am going to set the focus for this button. Okay, we can do now. So first, let me define one use ref hook, input ref, and use ref. By default, we can have the value as null. Okay, and then in this input control, we can use the property as ref, and here I'm added this input ref. Okay, the next thing is, in our use f8 hook itself, we can give like input ref dot current dot focus. See, I'm just refreshing. See, by default the focus is coming here. Okay, it's not about just the focus. We can handle all behavior of the HTML element. Okay, and also let me tell you how to get the values from this input control using this useRef. So I'm going to have one more button. Okay, we can provide the name is get data, and I'm going to have one function get data. I'm not going to pass any parameter here, so there is no callback function is needed. And let me define the function as well. We can have one console. We can get our value like input ref at current dot value. Let me inspect element. Just refreshed. Okay, there is no error now. I just typed react. Once I click this get data, see, I'm able to get this value. Okay, so now we are in the end of the video. Still, if you have any doubts or clarification, please post in the comment box, and also please don't forget to subscribe my channel. So in my next video, I will cover how to do the video streaming in React application, and also controls using this useRef hook. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching.